So Jada Pinkett Smith, I've always said this, folks, that Jada Pinkett Smith is the worst wife ever. At least when it comes to high-profile people. I'm sure that there's some terrible wives in smaller places that are out there. I'm not talking about them, okay? That's something completely and totally different. But when it comes to high-profile relationships and how one high-profile evil woman, I don't even know if she's so much evil as this is just female nature completely and totally unchecked by a frameless blue-pilled simp. But she's always, whenever there's a poll that's out there, it's like, who's the worst spouse? Okay, you'd have the likes of Jill Biden, Amber Heard, some if they have like prospective spouses, Nina Agdal will be there in there, but no, it's always going to be Jada Pinkett Smith because everybody loved Will Smith. Everybody thought he was great, and then he took a severe hit to his reputation in 2020 with that red table talk, and then of course last year in March with the slap heard around the world, all in service of his 304 wife, who he hadn't even been living with. They have been completely separated since 2016. So you're telling me Will Smith, the quintessential blue-pilled simp, fucking threw away all of his respect, all of his fucking career. The dude has been thrown out of the academy for 5 years? For a chick he's not even living with. For a chick that decided to leave him on the fucking curb. Yo, man, you were only keeping up appearances. And now she's deciding because she's got a new book coming out that she can go ahead and air out all the dirty laundry. This is why, guys. Holy shit. Like, it's imperative now more than ever, because guess what? This is something that used to be just reserved for a small portion of women that are out there. But now with the advent of Instagram and different ways for chicks to accrue a lot of clout, there's going to be so many other Jada Pinkett Smiths that are going to be out there. Untalented bitches, only known for their somewhat beauty, their ability to just scheme their way in to certain groups, and then in the long term, ruin your life. Jada Pinkett Smith reveals Oscar slap, as she reveals she and Will Smith have lived completely separate lives since 2016. Holy. I'd also like to know if she takes any responsibility for that, because she basically incited that. Because if you guys remember that clip right there, the Will was laughing along. He's like, a G.I. Jane joke in 2022. It's like, wow, that's super fucking relevant for a film that came out, 15 years prior? And then, the only reason that he got all up in his fucking ego about that is because Jada was throwing a minor hissy fit. It's like, dude, that's not even your wife. You guys are separated. What the fuck? You've been separated for years at that, 6 years at that point. What an idiot. Yeah, so Jada Pinkett Smith. And if you guys are living separately, stop using the Smith. Just go back to being Jada Pinkett, okay? Like, again, another sign that she doesn't respect you is if she wants to hyphenate or keep her maiden name. It's like she doesn't even like you that much. She just likes what you can provide for her. Recalled the infamous Oscar slap as she revealed she and Will Smith have been living completely separate lives since 2016. Yep, just kept him around for the clout. Pinkett Smith revealed the news in her new memoir, Worthy. Yep, there it is. Yeah, all to sell a fucking book. What a bitch. And she spoke about the incident in an interview with People. She recalled watching her husband storm the stage and during the 2022 Academy Award and slap presenter Chris Rock after he made a joke about her shaved head. She suffers from alopecia, which causes hair loss. Yeah, and it's kind of weird because also in that interview, she was growing hair, like a full head of hair. I thought, this is a skit, Pinkett Smith told People. Yo, you... Oh, God, there's a nice strong word I'm thinking in my mind for this one. Not believing it was real at first. I was like, there's no way Will hit him. It wasn't until Will started to walk back to his chair that I realized it wasn't a skit. She said the first word she said to Will was alone backstage were, "Are you okay?" Oh my God. You can see how she's a manipulator behind the scenes. You instigated that shit, okay? You looked over to him and gave a goofy little look, and then he got all up in his feelings about that, and then he started to spurg out, and then the first time that you tried to smooth the situation over was backstage after he was, seething in his chair. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth! It's like the first time that you noticed anything was wrong. Oh my God, I despise her. Pinkett Smith also spoke with NBC News' Hoda Kotb on Today with the couple's separation. She told Code. That looks like an acronym. I'm going to keep it a buck on that one. I'll just call her Hoda. I think everybody else does. The couple had not previously gone public with the news because they were not ready yet. But it just so happens now they're ready to go live with this information because I got a book to sell. You fucking bitch. They were still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in a partnership. What fucking value do you offer Will Smith? The kids are grown. You're simply a liability at this point, you fucking empty egg carton. Pinkett, I just could call her Pinkett. She doesn't deserve the Smith last name. Also said there were a lot of things that led to the fracturing of the relationship. She explained that by 2016, when exactly was that? Does that coincide with her fucking her son's good friend, August Alsina? Or does that line up with that one? That led to the fracturing of the relationship. Yeah, because also during that red table talk, they were also talking about how, oh yeah, we were done as a couple. And then they ended up signing off that horrific display of disrespect by saying, yeah, worst marriage ever. Yeah. So they were clearly putting on the front that they were still together. This almost sounds like revisionist history. I think that there should still, that we were still both kind of stuck in a fantasy and what we thought the other person should be. This bitch cannot take fucking accountability for anything. She popularized. I don't know if she came up with the term. I don't know if she coined entanglement or not, but she was the one who put it out into the lexicon because she couldn't say that she cheated on Will Smith. Pinkett and Smith have been married since 1997. Well, 1997 until 2016. She said that she made a promise that they would never be a reason for her and Smith to divorce. Oh, great. Fantastic. Okay, that's good because, okay, she would further say in that interview that she was exhausted with trying to save Will Smith marriage. Fuck me, man. Like, this is ridiculous. The actress, well, what is she best known for? The Matrix sequels? Fuck off. Who revealed that she's been separated from husband Will Smith for 7 years. Revealed that ultimately fractured their relationship. Oh, what ultimately fractured their relationship? You getting bussed down by a 20-year-old? Why it fractured? Oh, that's a lot of things. And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be. I made a promise that there would never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. Whose decision? Okay, with the amount of shit that Will Smith was willing to do to protect your lack of honor, kind of lets me know that you were the one that ended up separating. Like, fuck, we could even just rely on statistics. 80% of marriages are initiated by the woman. She didn't even like him that much. Fuck. Like, when when Tupac's murder that also just got closure, it was very funny with all of these revelations with that coming out. She was still writing letters, okay, to a dead guy, okay, about how she would touch herself to the thought of him, okay, how she could reach climax without sexual interactions, just of the mere thought about somebody else who had been dead for over 2 decades. Like, what the fuck, man? She doesn't just belong to the streets, she belongs to the galaxy. Pinkett and the Oscar winner decided to ultimately separate in 2016. They weren't romantically involved following their decision. So what the fuck were you? What were you? Oh, we're partners. It's like, your kids are grown, okay? You were just using him for clout. And resources. During a shared red carpet outings, their 2022 Oscar appearance together when Smith slapped Chris Rock on stage and subsequently was banned from the show. Okay, banned for 10 years. Thought it was 5 years. Or her famous entanglement with singer August Alsina. This bitch. Fucking disgusting. 2020, the couple addressed the entanglement. Yeah, during the red table talk, I was done with your ass, joked Smith. Yeah, you kicked me to the curb. We broke up. Fucking hilarious. But he still sat down with you, still had that pain face, the legendary pain face. And yeah, now you can see all of these pictures right here. Like, who's the one that's leaned over? Okay, if you want to do the old green line test, who's the one that's, creating the angle here as opposed to the one that's standing up straight? That right there is just an obvious fucking example, okay? Because there you can see somebody who's like, yes, okay, just, patting him on the elbow while he's just leaning over. Like, the chick in the background probably has the same amount of romantic feelings for Will Smith as his wife does. Like, what the fuck, man? At the time, it was not publicly known that the couple were no longer living together. Yes, of course. Yeah, but we're just, like, separated. But he still pays for my lifestyle. Will and Jada have been married since 97. Yeah, we know. Okay, kids, Jaden 25, Willow 22. So yeah, if that was 7 years ago, so Willow would have been 15. Would that have been in on and around? Was I Whip My Hair Back and Forth already released, and Jaden had already had a Hollywood career and had already had it pass him by? Because wow, there's a lack of talent. For as much I never really held Will Smith in that high of regards, but you know, he's Oscar nominated and he's well regarded by a bunch of people. So yeah, okay, he's got talent. Okay, he's definitely got charisma. I can go ahead and give him that. Whereas, you know, that black hole that, you know what, regrettably sat next to him for far fucking too long is such a negative that you take even half. Okay, like if it's supposed to be both sides of the DNA, if it's supposed to be 50-50 from both the mother and the father, she is such a negative when it comes to positive attributes that she takes away just the overwhelming amount of talent that Will Smith has. It's fucking amazing, man. And she is just like, she's just such a clout demon, man. Like, this is all that this is about. Obviously, you separated in 2016. Okay, you were what, 7 years younger. You probably could have just hooked on to some sucker, but no. You knew in the back of your mind, oh fuck, I just waited too long, and I decided to go ahead and publicly execute any of my remaining sexual market value by openly discussing how I was out there, you know, fucking just about a teenager. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and keep up appearances. And now that her memoir is out, well, now she's just going to start to get desperate, okay, by just, yeah, outing the separation, saying, oh, I tried everything to keep the relationship together. Well, what did you try? Everything. All right, next question. And now she's saying, oh yeah, Jada Pinkett Smith says, Chris Rock asked her out amid Will Smith divorce rumors. You're like, bro, I'm not even gonna read this shit because I already know that shit is total fucking cap. This bitch is a huge liar, quite possibly one of the worst that we have ever seen. But when it comes to quite possibly, there is no debating at this point in time. She is the worst wife, and in the running as one of the most destructive women in all of entertainment history. So with all that said, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.